Welcome to another video from East Beds Bushcraft, the home of #survival.
Greetings bushcrafters and survivalists, it's Buzz here and I am making my way down to the village because I have some things to do. It's been monsooning around here for about a week, so we suddenly get like monsoon downpours and then dry spells, so I'm checking out the track. I'm in the 4x4 coming down here. It's pretty dry, but I'm expecting it to be a bit of a quagmire down the bottom end. But as I say, so what's a quick roundup of my week? Well, I've had a good old busy week. I've been doing loads of bat surveys because it's a bat survey time of the year. But as it comes to the old bushcraft, getting out, as I say, it's been just rain, and I need to get down the village to do some more strimming, etc. However, an old back injury I've got. I went and aggravated. I was moving a settee. Sometimes that's all it takes, and so I've done my back in, and as I sit here, it is tweaking me. I've got fingers crossed it's feeling a little bit better today, but I've had a week of very bad back pain. So my plans were to come down to the village and to do some general maintenance, do some strimming, and start evaluating what I got to do on the lodges to bring them back up to a good state of repair. And actually, I've got to have some R&R, rest and recuperation, because my back is absolutely being a pain in the ass. Which is quite true, really, because it's down in the lumbar, so it is right down to the bottom of my back. Oh, we've got some good old puddles to get through. There we go. However, what I can do is I've got one of my security cameras is on the blink. I believe that is an SD card, not an SD card, SIM card. So I wanted to sort that out, but the problem is every time I try and log into my account for the SIM card, it keeps saying it wants to send me a special code to the telephone number of the SIM card, and the SIM card isn't in a phone, it's in a camera. So I've got to come and retrieve the SIM card and put it in to a phone so that I can hopefully get into my account and find out why it's messing about. Also got a couple of trail cams down here that have probably been down here for about a month, so I'd be interested if I've managed to get any decent footage, because it's not always the case, you know, with trail cams. If you've ever used trail cams, sometimes you can have them out for a month, get absolutely nothing. Other times you can have them out for a weekend and get some really good footage. So we're going to see what's what with that. Anyway, the track is proven not to be as bad as it could have been, although there's a very muddy bit coming up in a mo. Let's ease our way through here. Right, okay. Anyway, let's crack on and I shall catch you in a minute. Right, first thing first, I've got to go and undo the security gate and sort that out, so that's my first job. Let's go and sort that out. Right, well, let's open things up. At least I get to check out what I need to strim and what I don't need to strim, but it's looking like I need to do some strimming, but not today. But I can't leave it too long, otherwise it just gets ridiculous, you know. Okay, let's ease our way in. Okay, let's ease our way in. Looks like we're going to get a good crop of blackberries down here. I think the first job on the agenda is to see if I can sort out this security SIM card. I'll need to take that back to base, but I can at least get it out of the camera. Okay, so we're definitely at strimming height. Oh, there's a coot over there on the lake. Job done. Right. Okay, let's swing around. Right, I'm going to go and sort the security camera out and see where we are from there. Back in a bit. First goal achieved. I have my camera, I've retrieved it. I've got to get the nano SIM card out of it and see if we can get that sorted out. In the meantime, as you see, the village is behind me, and yes, it needs a stripping because if I leave it too long it's going to get overgrown, but as I say, my back's doing me in a bit, so I don't think I'll be doing it for another couple of days until I'm really happy, because I've got to get the petrol strimmer slung over my shoulder and the old side-to-side movement of strimming. I need to be sure that I'm not going to set my back off again, but there we go. So the old lean-to is requiring to have new canvas put over it. Let's have a look at the other stuff. As I know, I keep going on about this stuff, but I've got to redo the thatching on the roofs. Yeah, we know that. I've got some of the walls to repair. That's where the bulls got in. They were sticking their horns in and breaking up the front of the lodge, which is rather annoying. Do you know, I had planned to come down and have a camp over tonight, which would have been nice, which I will be doing shortly, having a camp over, but my son booked us in to go and see He-Man, Masters of the Universe, which means that I'm off there this evening. A bit different. Yeah, I've got loads of straw in there for the roofs, that's no problem. Let's go and have a look at the lake while we're here. You know, I'm carrying around this camera with me. At least it's only one of the cameras that's playing up. I have a distinct impression that it's something to do with the payment, to be honest, because they take out the regular payment for the mobile data every month. They didn't take it this month. Well, I'm just having a look at the lake here by the village. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Crystal clear water at the minute. Let's have a wander down. You can probably just, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but where the sunlight's hitting the lake you can see the weed underneath the water. Awesome. And look, we have some moles. Right, I'm going to head back to the car to deposit said camera, and then I need to have a little drive to the place where I set these other two trail cameras up, and then I can pick those up and give them a quick check for the footage while I'm in the car before heading back. Yeah. Anyway, catch you in a mo. Okay, so let's go and have a little wander through here to get to the river and see if my cameras are still in place. Okay, there we go. I can see one. I'll be back. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, the animals like to come onto these trees that are overhanging. I've seen animals that are traversing across the river. I've seen a muntjac which has swum through the river. That place over there is a place where I've caught on camera the local otters marking territory on that one, so I've got a camera over there. And again, I don't know if you can see from the water, you see those willow roots. They're sort of like pinky red willow roots. But how clear that water is. Yeah, if I stayed here long enough you'll see fish jumping. Anyway, there's one camera. I'll say other cameras over there, so I'm going to go and retrieve them now. Well, I've just had a look at my trail cams. Lots of wildlife, lots of deer, squirrels, black squirrels, badger, other birds, rat. Couldn't tell whether there's any otters on there, but that's the thing, you see, you get a lot of the stills. They don't show in the stills until you start playing the video, and then they pop up in the video. It's just they've triggered them, so you only get like the first still. But yeah, so there's a lot of footage for me to go through. If there's anything interesting, I shall stick up a short reel. Excuse, that's my phone going off. Another camera is giving me an alert. Ooh, that sounded like eBay. Right, but I have got another little issue down here. I'm going to turn the camera around, so just bear with me and see if you can spot it. Did you see that? The trackway is absolutely festooned in giant hogweed. Not nice.
Nobody touched nothing.
That's my phone saying nobody touched nothing, which is very apt when it comes to hogweed. Right, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I have got to tackle it, but I'm just going to drive the vehicle down here and for the moment just squash it all down. And there you go. Anyway, back in a mo. Right, that's me done. No strimming, as I say. Pick my cameras up and mullered a load of giant hogweed. See, 4x4s have the uses. When you get out of the car, you can smell the sweet smell because they give off a real sweet odour to the giant hogweeds. So I'm going to head back, and since I borrowed my son's 4x4 today, I think when I get back, I'm going to gently give it a nice little wash over. But anyway, so that's it for today. Let's set out. Off we go. Boom. Right. So thanks for tuning in, and I will endeavour, as we head through the summertime, to have some nice outdoor camps, some nice overnighters, have a few cans of cider would be nice. I don't particularly drink that much. I know a lot of bushcrafters out there, they go out and they like, what beer am I drinking and everything else, which is nice to see because I always like a recommendation. Let's face it, I'm always doing my noodle recommendations, but yeah, I think it's about time to sit around a campfire and have a nice cider. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I shall catch you in the next one.
Thank you for watching. Please like and share this video and subscribe to the East Beds Bushcraft channel. See you all again soon.